Hi all. Thank you very much for paying attention to our review. Now we will compare the current fundamental indicators of the corporation with A10 Networks Incorporated, ticker ATEN. The review was made using current information at the time, August 21st, 2024. By classification Guru.Markets organization A10 Networks Inc. belongs to the subcategory Protect Info. 30 companies take part in the assessment, and this is very representative. We start with general information about the company. If you're interested, you can put it on stop. You can consider each parameter of the organization under study more carefully. You can view the database with the structure of company tickers using the link in the pinned comment. So let's finally begin. Market capitalization of the company A10 Networks Inc. valued at $0.98 billion. With a market capitalization of the subcategory of $335 billion. A10 Networks Incorporated accounts for a share of 0.294%. This is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $0.22 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $19 billion. A10 Networks Inc. constitutes a share of 1.147%. Having made a comparison of the occupied shares of market and book value, we will see the following. Occupied share A10 Networks Incorporated in the subcategory in case of market capitalization assessment is 0.294%. The balance sheet capitalization is 1.147%, which is 290% more than the share of the exchange value. Assessment of the organization's share of market and balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory. Good 1 point. The organization's debt obligations amount to $0.015 billion. Debt-to-book capitalization amounts to 6.8% of capital. Rating based on the level of the company's debt obligations. Very good, 2 points. The ratio of the company's stock market value to its profit is 23. The average for the subcategory is 113, which is 80% lower than in the subcategory. An assessment of the company's stock price to earnings ratio in comparison with the subcategory. Very good, 2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was $44 million. Forward earnings for the coming 12 months are tentatively expected to be $57 million. This is 31.9% more than now. An assessment of the projected future profit indicator in comparison with in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's value to revenue ratio is 4. The average for the subcategory is 9.1, and this is 56% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's market price to its revenue in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good 1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $250 million. Revenue for the coming 12 months is tentatively expected to be $330 million. And this is 32% more than at the current moment. An assessment of the estimated future sales volume in comparison with the indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The sales margin is 17.5%, with an average in the subcategory of 8%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 9.5%. Assessment of sales margins in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's share by number of employees in the subcategory is 0.475%, which is 62% more than the share of market capitalization. And this shows the discrepancy between the company's current exchange price A10 Networks Incorporated, probably towards underestimation. The amount of market capital for each employee of the company is $1,874,000. And for the subcategory, $3,000 and $29,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the organization's indicators is 38.1%. Estimation of the amount of market capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The amount of profit per individual employee is equal to $82,900. The average in the subcategory is $26,800. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 209%. Estimation of profit per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The share of sales for each employee of the organization is $474,000. By subcategory, $335,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 41%. Estimation of the share of revenue per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Shares for sale correspond to 3.7%, with a subcategory average of 3.9%. This is the valuation of a short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 52% for the company A10 Networks Incorporated. Whereas in the subcategory this level is approximately 54%. Technically, subcategory securities are valued in the same way as stocks A10 Networks Inc. Comparing the price movement of a company's shares A10 Networks Inc. and subcategory companies, we will see that over the last 12 months, the shares A10 Networks Incorporated showed a dynamics of -9.3%. Against price dynamics in the subcategory 22%. This definitely doesn't mean anything, but we need to keep this fact in mind. The overall result is 9 out of 10 points. The average total for the subcategory is 1 point. If you look broadly, within the stock market as a whole, we will see that the average result for the US stock market as a whole is 0.3 points. Against a 9-point rating for the company A10 Networks Inc. Let's look at the order table. It is available to everyone. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all publicly made decisions by the stock valuation information system Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. Based on the analysis of the company's shares A10 Networks Inc. Information and reference system Guru.Markets, the following decision was made. Open a deal due to the fact that A10 Networks Incorporated is an undervalued company in the subcategory. Let us remind you that on May 23, 2023, the order was published. Company ticker NTCT. Evaluation Information System Guru.Markets. The following decision was made on this order. Close the order. The final loss was 35.5%. Thank you all very much for watching this video and for using the information system Guru.Markets. You all truly are the best audience on the planet.